Amina Diallo, once the pride of her village and a symbol of incorruptible justice, lived a life that began with brilliance but spiraled into darkness before finding redemption. She was born in Kwiku, a quiet town nestled in the hills of West Africa, where her passion for justice bloomed as early as 5 years old. While other children played and sang, Amina sat beneath the mangrove tree in her family courtyard, flipping through a stolen law book with awe. Her parents, Mama Yassine and Papa Diallo, often laughed with pride, certain their daughter was destined for greatness. By the age of 12, she had memorized constitutional rights and could list legal penalties with ease, correcting even adults in family gatherings. The people of Kwiku nicknamed her Petite Officier, seeing in her the future of law enforcement. Her journey led her to the capital, where she pursued law at the university and graduated with honors before entering the police academy. Her performance there was exemplary. She earned top marks, medals for courage, and a reputation for discipline. At only 25, Amina returned to Kwiku, her hometown, as a constable. Her mere presence changed everything. Thieves vanished, disputes settled before she intervened, and citizens greeted her with praise and gifts of fruit. She lived for the mission, seeing herself as a guardian of the people, someone who could bring justice to a world where it was often a luxury. Her success caught the attention of national authorities. One day, a letter arrived offering her a promotion to inspector in Socorro, the regional capital known for its complexity and corruption. The position came with a luxurious office, 3 times the salary, and power over many agents. The people of Koiku wept at her departure, gifting her handmade artifacts and blessings, while she promised to return. Yet deep inside, Amina burned with ambition. Socorro was the big stage, and she was ready to shine. But Socorro was not what she expected. It was a maze of whispered politics, officers with gold watches, and commissioners with unsettling smiles. At first, Amina resisted the rod, refusing bribes, denouncing cover-ups, and pushing her investigations with ruthless precision. However, the system was well-oiled and powerful. Her superiors warned her, "If you want to climb, you have to play the game." Slowly, the walls around her integrity began to crack. A luxury car here, a promise of a villa there, and the temptation grew too strong. "If you can't beat them, join them," she began to tell herself. Within a year, Amina was unrecognizable, driving a black Mercedes, showering her parents with money, and attending elite events beside Ibrahim, a wealthy businessman who soon became her husband. Their romance was rapid and extravagant. 6 months after meeting, they married in a lavish ceremony attended by the city's elite. 2 children followed, Zainab and Malik, and Amina reached a peak of wealth, respect, and fear in Socorro's central district. But beneath her polished surface, her soul began to rot. One day, a powerful woman, Mrs. Kofi, the wife of the influential deputy Kofi Mensah, stormed into Amina's office. She wanted Amina to make a poor fisherman's son, Seko, disappear because her daughter had fallen in love with him. Amina initially refused, citing the law, but when offered millions, the promise of comfort and power clouded her judgment. She fabricated a charge and led a raid on Seko's home. There, she violently interrogated his blind grandmother, Mama Efua, slapped her to the ground, and dragged her to the station as bait. Seko, upon hearing his grandmother had been arrested, rushed to the station, only to be beaten, falsely accused of theft, and thrown into a cell. Mama Efua, alone and devastated, begged for her grandson's release at police posts and Mrs. Kofi's mansion, but was humiliated and turned away. Her body withered, her voice cracked, and one night, she raised her trembling hands to the sky, crying to God for justice, that Amina's life rot, that all she touched be cursed. Soon, calamity descended. Deputy Kofi was arrested for embezzling millions meant for education. The family's assets were frozen, their cars seized, and a mysterious fire consumed Mrs. Kofi's luxury boutique. She became a social outcast overnight. But worse was coming for Amina. Her family began to notice a foul, indescribable stench emanating from her body, one she herself couldn't smell. No amount of perfume, soap, or medicine helped. Her superiors sent her home in disgust. Ibrahim, ashamed, locked her in a separate room. Her children cried in fear. The stench intensified, A desperate call to her father led to a consultation with a Marabu, who revealed the truth. She was cursed for oppressing an innocent. Her body would decay while she was still alive unless she sought genuine forgiveness. Amina sprang into action. She freed Seko and returned to Mama Efua's house. The old woman was skeletal, barely conscious. Amina brought food, paid for a doctor, and begged on her knees. Mama Efua, heartbroken and trembling, initially rejected her. "You broke me," she said. But after Amina returned with her grieving parents, pleading and in tears, the old woman finally forgave. In that instant, the curse lifted. The odor vanished. Forever changed. Amina resigned from her position and returned to Kwiku, not as a hero, but as a humble officer determined to truly serve justice. She helped Seko open a small fish business and cared for Mama Efua until her peaceful death years later. Though she redeemed herself, Amina never forgot the torment she endured. The tale closes with a chilling lesson. Power corrupts, and heaven never ignores the cries of the oppressed. Divine justice never sleeps, and every action, good or evil, echoes with consequences.